Who have we got? We have a special guest. We have Bella. How you going? Are you good? Are you good? Oh my god. You need your nails cutting. You know this? Came on twice yesterday. Nobody joined us on the live chat. Then Napa Japan, Sapporo J, went online as well, and nobody joined him in the chat either. So it's true to say that Napa Japan's channel and my channel are very dead, or I don't know, or you're all busy. I don't know. What would you be busy for? Especially in Australia, it's winter. It's horrible. The weather's crap. He says absolutely crap at the moment. So I'm just going to have a cup of coffee. That's it. And if nobody joins us, I'll go to bed and delete this. And if anybody does join us, I will chat with you while I have my coffee, just like Sam, who is here. G'day, Sam. Let's see if I can enlarge your chat, because I'm blind. How do I enlarge your chat, Sam? That's the question. That's the $1 million question we are asking ourselves. No idea. Anyway, how you going, Sammy? What is happening in your part of the world? Is the weather bad or good? I'm assuming it's bad. Sam's still a member of the channel. Very strange. Interesting. I was going to say something to you, Sam. I've totally forgot what it was. I did send you the picture of the little monorail things going around Korea. How cool are they? Russell is here as well. Good evening, Russell. The chats are really small. How do I enlarge this? I don't know how to enlarge it. Ooh, maybe up here? I don't know. We'll make do with what's going on. So, I haven't got the color image of the aneurysm, unfortunately, because if I did, it would show it bigger and it would give you a better idea. The best I can come up with is this image, which doesn't look that impressive, but in some ways it does look impressive because it's in the frigging brain. And if you can picture that the brain is all like tightly munted in together, anything that's in the brain is a bit of an issue. So you're looking at a little black dot there. There was a petting zoo at your local train station. Interesting. Now, also interesting, Sam, that you can't pat me on the head at the moment, or I'll die. That little thing that you're looking at, you can die from. Oh my God, because that, believe it or not, is classed as extremely large. And if it goes bang, so do I. Interesting, isn't it? Weird. What's the connection with Japan and the aneurysm? I don't know if I mentioned this the other day, but I'll tell you anyway. Japanese people are more likely, in fact, double to get an aneurysm. And Japanese people are more likely, if they get an aneurysm, to die from an aneurysm. So there we go. Than what any other nationality is. So non-Japanese people, there's a 3% chance that you will get an aneurysm. If you're Japanese, there's a over 5% chance of you getting an aneurysm, which is still a very small amount. Looks interesting. It's weird because it's like, as I say, until I got mine, I'm sure we had all heard about them, but none of us know anything about them, and then to learn that you can just like die from them. In fact, if you watch Mythbusters, Grant Imahara, you might know the Asian guy off Mythbusters. He died from an aneurysm that was pretty much the size of the one that's in my head at the moment. So they can be lethal, and it's basically because they're actually in the brain. So when they pop, it wipes out an artery, because aneurysms are on an artery, and it fills your brain with blood and all sorts of stuff. Let me see if I can somehow enlarge this chat, because I can't see what the hell any of you are saying. Maybe if I hope I'm not lagging, by the way. If I'm lagging, please let me know. Hopefully I I won't be. So my symptoms are actually getting worse as the time goes on. I have 11 days until my operation. There we go. How long is the op? I've got no idea. Absolutely no idea. I suppose it depends on many factors, like if there is going to be complications. Booking another Japan trip yet? Not till I decide not whether I decide. Hello, Rimuru. Not if I decide. It will determine on if I live. And, it might seem like, I'm jokey about it. And for example, I don't know how much Indigo Dyed Rimuru knows about aneurysms, or many of you know about aneurysms, and you might just think Mark's just having a joke about dying from an aneurysm. But as I say, you can just drop dead from them at any time, including when they operate on you. Now, if they operate on you and it's successful, the problem is gone, basically, the second it's successful. So that's what it's like. I suppose there can be complications after the operation, though, like if you could bleed or whatever. In my case, they're bypassing it. They're bypassing the artery, so I've got no idea. I've got no idea. So, life is kind of somewhat on hold until they operate on me, unfortunately. So even though I have started doing some work again, they recommend that I don't, but I am, because I have to pay the bills. Would you prefer to explode on or off camera? Neither, to tell you the truth, because if I explode, you're not going to see the explosion. I'm just going to drop. That's all that's going to happen. I'll just drop. I do have roommates. Yes, I do at the moment. And one of them's very good. And I wouldn't say neither of them are really helping me out with anything. But one of them sort of, when I go to hospital, which has been quite often of late, has looked after Bella, which is kind of good, and the other one really doesn't even ask if I'm doing okay. So one good housemate and one questionable housemate as such. But Marsha Brady is here as well. Hello. So as I say, the symptoms are getting worse as the time's going on. I'm 11 days away from the operation, but I am noticing my vision's getting worse. The left eye goes blind every now and again, like completely blind. There's not much happening with the eye, even as I'm on camera now. I've got extreme pressure pain. That's from the aneurysm growing in the brain. I'm having trouble with words now and again, putting together sentences, or slurring now and again, which is also bad. But these are the signs of the thing growing, unfortunately. I say unfortunately because if it wasn't growing in the first place, I wouldn't have found it. Because I would have kept listening to the doctors, and the doctors were wrong. So, in some ways it was good, some ways it was bad. But unfortunately, I have 11 days until they operate on me, and that's bad because the size in which it is, 11 days is a long period of time. Any aneurysm history in your bloodline? Zero, zilch. Good question, though. They don't really know where an aneurysm comes from, or if they're hereditary or whatever. They really don't have much information on them at all. The only information they really do have on them is if you're Japanese, you're double the percentage likely on getting one. So, which is kind of weird, isn't it? That's my connection with Japan. What can I say? So there you go. So you said your vision will get better, but not full 2020. My vision will never be 2020 because I have a birth defect, but my vision will automatically get better the second they operate on me. Hello, Bella. The second they, thank you very much. The second they operate on me, if the operation is a success, instantaneously, whatever's posing problems will instantaneously go. There's no recovery as such, so there isn't the case of, okay, in the next 6 months, the vision will get better, the eye will come back, or the pain will stop, or whatever. If the operation's successful, it's successful from the second that it's successful. So, it's going to be a whole new world. But as I've been going along, learning about the aneurysm and learning about what it's doing in my head to me and that, there's a lot of other things going on within me as well that the aneurysm has caused, which I haven't realized. So we're assuming that I've had the aneurysm for a long period of time, and of course it's been growing, because you don't have an aneurysm that's the size of mine overnight. It has to grow, so it's been growing for a period of time. So whether it be my, because you might remember I used to always complain to you all about sinus, that I have chronic sinus, and the sinus was getting me down. Well, it looks like it wasn't sinus at all. It was the aneurysm, and the aneurysm's basically pushing on things in the brain. My grumpiness is caused from the aneurysm. So there you go. I might be a really nice person after it. My vision, as I say, I was born with bad vision, but the vision that I've had of late, of blurred vision or going blind in one eye, that's caused from the aneurysm. And it's basically because, and again, this image only shows the aneurysm small as a black dot, because this is only the CT scan. The MRI scan shows it a lot bigger, because it shows other things going on there as well. But basically, if you could see, the brain is a very compact thing. There's not much space in the brain as such. So when you have the aneurysm pushing the brain apart like that, then this is a problem. And of course, if it pops, you die. Would you still drink wine after the op? I can't drink any alcohol at the moment. There is many things I can't do at the moment. I'm not even supposed to drink coffee at the moment, but I am. You would be surprised all the things that come off the list of things you're allowed to do with an aneurysm. It's crazy. Every time you think you can do something, it's like, no, you can't. We know it'll be bad when Mark switches to American English. There's no such thing as American English, and especially now, because Donald Trump, 2 months ago, actually threw that wording in the bin, and he has said to America that they will only learn correct English from now on. So there's never been any such thing as American English. And Donald Trump now, because America actually never had a language. They never ever had a language, a registered language. He's now registered British or correct English as America's language now. So yeah, there was never such a thing as American English, and there certainly isn't now. Yes, you will feel better straight away. Yeah, that's what he said, because I said to him, once they operate on me, like, what's the recovery time? When can I travel? When can I do this? He said, straight away. So what do you mean straight away? He said, as soon as we let you out of the hospital. So it's like, oh, okay, no worries. And that's because they don't cut into your skull now. In the old days, they used to cut your skull, and that would, he was telling me, and that would allow oxygen into your brain cavity, and that was a bad thing, and that's why recovery was such a long process. But they don't do that now. Are you more prone to getting another aneurysm if the op is successful? No, is the answer to that one. No. But everybody, all of you, should be, next time you have your medical at your doctor, your yearly whatever, all of you should get a scan for an aneurysm, because there's, like, up until the time I had pressure in my head, there was no sign that I had an aneurysm, and it had been growing there for a long period of time. Most people that die from these things, if you look into it, have died not even knowing that they had an aneurysm. That's the thing. It's as simple as a CT scan, and if you've never had a CT scan before, it's 30 seconds, if that. Completely painful, no needles, nothing. You lay down, takes a picture, that's it. It's that quick. and everybody should get that checked for no reason at all, apart from getting it checked so you know whether or not you got one. Yeah, I complained about sinuses for years, and I don't have, we know from the scans, I don't actually have sinusitis or sinus issues. We know that from the MRI, that the doctor that was treating me for something I never had. So that's why we're guessing that the aneurysm's been with me for a long period of time and growing. The thing is, the pressure made me go to hospital, made me yell and scream at them to do the test, which found the aneurysm, and the aneurysm is critical size. It's extremely large. It's ridiculously large. If I get through these next 11 days, I'm going to be the luckiest person on the planet Earth. I seriously am, because it's as the doctor says. He says it's critical. He says if yours goes, you're gone. He said you're not even going to know that you've hit the floor. He said, you're not going to have a stroke, nothing. You are just going to be gone. It's big. You'll always be grumpy. Yeah, I'm a grumpy kind of person, but I like my. I like my company. I like my company, and yeah, I just like silence, I guess. UK is English. It's the only one. That's correct, Sam. That is absolutely correct. There is no other English. There never has been. No such thing as American English. Exactly, there's no such thing. And now, of course, there's not, because Donald Trump has signed America up to having a registered language, that being English. I'm looking good, by the way. Thanks. Don't feel it. Depending on the time of day, as I say, like, this eye's not working at the moment. It was before I came on camera, but it's not at the moment. I've been getting, like, really tired. Pretty much no energy. Certain parts of the day, my face is sagging even worse than what it is now, just from being so fatigued. It's kind of crap. Even when I lay down to try sleep, I've got to, like, be on a wedge, and the wedge is making me not sleep. And yeah, I just feel like crap. You've had a CT scan before. Good, Sam. Next time you get a CT scan, ask him to do it with the dye, which you would know about. Your sister died of a brain aneurysm in 2022. She was only 56. That's the thing. I mean, most people that die from brain aneurysms don't even know they've got it. The example I was using before was Grant Imahara from Mythbusters. I was looking for famous people that died of brain aneurysms, and oh my god, there's so many of them. But I was thinking, who's somebody that you may know? And Grant Imahara, he was really young. He was really, really young, and he just died from it. And that's what happens. They're a balloon, and they keep filling with blood, and then they pop. And when they pop, you're gone. So everybody should be scanned for one of these things. As I say, the scan takes 30 seconds. Everybody should. Ella's sister and Mark has something in common. Well, yeah, we both had an aneurysm, but hopefully I'll get through it. American slang, that's exactly right, Sam. That's exactly right. No, Melbourne is a problem. Melbourne's feral. Melbourne never used to be feral, but Melbourne's feral and very bankrupt. Very, very bankrupt. You had it with the dye, yeah, good. So if any of you go get a CT scan for a brain aneurysm, so basically the CT scan without the dye is this one you're looking at here. That's why the aneurysm only looks that size. When you have the dye, it makes it bigger. It shows more. The black and white image is very hard to see anything. 6 plus 4 is 10. But depending on the time of day, you're actually right. I may not be able to answer that certain times of the day. Yeah, it's just out of all the things I've had in life, medical-wise or that, this is the most suckiest thing. I'm fully aware of every single piece of pain that goes through my head over the past few months. and I'm concerned about every bit of it. And I'm concerned when I drive my car. I'm really concerned when I go to the shops because of the people. People freak me out. And anywhere where there's people freaks me out. Absolutely. It's just crazy. So hopefully I'll get through the next 11 days. It's going to be like forever. And then we'll go from there, he says. But it's certainly getting worse. As the days are going on, I'm noticing it's getting worse. Especially my speech. My speech is sometimes I really, really, really can't put words together. And I feel like I've had a stroke. That's what it's like. Sometimes I can't put sentences together. I have been very, very scared, Sam. Ridiculously scared. And then sort of like as the time goes on, I've eased from it, but then I've been in situations where I've been very scared again. The three most scary times that I've had was when I first found out I had a brain aneurysm, because I knew nothing about them, and I thought, I'm just going to die. I was in tears. I couldn't stop crying. The second scary thing that happened was when I went to Costco, and there was a lot of people there, and I really freaked out because I thought, if one of them bang into me or I bang my head or whatever, it's going to be game over, which it's not in that situation, but my brain was saying it was, so I was scared there. The other thing that scared me, Sam, was the week and a half ago or whatever, when I went to the neurosurgeon, and he informed me the thing was double the size, and that just took all the air out of me. It literally did. It was like, what do you mean it's double the size? So they were the 3 times that it's really scared the shit out of me. When I get pains in the head or when the eye stops working like now, it freaks me out as well. I've been fully aware the whole process that there's something growing in there. Happy birthday to Napa, Japan, Sapporo J, who's here. What about Coles online delivery? Nah. Write a biography before the operation. My life's really not that exciting to do that. It's how you felt when the heart thing. Yeah, no, I get that, Sam. As I say, like, I've had other things medical-wise happen before, and it's never fussed me. It really hasn't, because the things that I've had before you could die from, but it's over a course of period of time that you could die from them if things don't work or whatever, you know what I mean? But an aneurysm, you can just drop dead, he says. You gotta live so you can greet me on my birthday. When's your birthday? I'd like to live. Ella's making it sound like I have I have an option. Hopefully, I don't. In my head, I don't have the option. in my head, it's like, I would prefer to live. That would be really nice. Yes, Japan is waiting. I don't see Japan in my. I don't see Japan in my near future at all. Because with this, I can't work that much and that at the moment. So basically, I am going out to do a little bit of work, but it's just to kind of pay the bills, but that's about it. Korean trains are cool, you hear? Yeah, I've been looking at them. They're pretty nifty. Not as good as the Japan trains, but they're pretty cool. What kind of trains are they? They've got bullet trains in Korea, similar to the ones in Germany. But they have these. I sent it to Sam, Marsha. In fact, you should all look at this. In Busan, they have this little monorail thing, single carriage monorail thing, which is really cool. And it goes right along the ocean. Looks really beautiful. Should check it out. But yeah, basically they have what Australia doesn't. And Japan and Sapporo J are waiting. Sapporo J is waiting on his bed for me. Yeah, no, I unfortunately this I don't see in the in the not too distant future thing. I have to wait to see what happens with the operation first. I got to wait to see if I get to the operation first. Can you take the train to North Korea? Australians can go into North Korea. The train doesn't go over the train line goes across the border into North Korea, but you can't catch the train into North Korea. No, you can't. Koreans I think can catch a train, but Westerners can't. But we can go to North Korea. You go through we just fly in. You just fly into the airport. Just fly in. Don't worry about the train. Just fly into North Korea. Korea, I've watched a few videos on Korea over the past few days because Victor's been calling me pretty much every day. So because of it, I've just been looking at videos of Korea. It's like a place. I thought I knew what Korea would look like. It's spectacular. Oh my God. Like his city, he's in a city called Busan. Check out Busan. Forget about the Gold Coast. Check out the videos. This place is extraordinary, and it's not the case of just one very good edited video. There's a lot of videos out there to sort of like look at and sort of go, okay, it is good because each one of these videos is like sensational. Busan. Yeah, there's tracks. I'm pretty sure. I'm not quite sure. I don't think North Koreans can leave, but I think South Koreans can go via the train. Somebody can go via the train. I did see a documentary sometime. I forgot what it was. You'll get there even if you're broke. Doubt it, because there's bills here, and my rent goes up in August. You go to South Korea, but not North. Yeah, I'd love to go to South Korea as well. I'd like to go to North Korea as well, but I wouldn't like my money to go to where it would go in North Korea, though. Do you know what I'm saying? I think North Korea would be a very interesting place to go to, but I wouldn't like where my money would go, funding things and all that sort of stuff. But South Korea, like seriously, check out Busan tonight if you're all bored. Look at Busan videos. It's just like, oh my God, why have I not even considered going there in the past? But that's like a lot of things. I never thought about going to Japan because I thought I had a picture in my head what Japan was, and of course, I was wrong. And Japan was very good. There's a lot of idiots in Japan of late. I dare say you've all seen videos online of all the stupidity going on. You could take the train from China. Never really wanted to go to China, I've got to say. There's a couple of places on the planet Earth I have no intentions on going to. China would be one of them. For no reason. I don't hold anything against China. It's just I don't think I want to go there. Really? And the money goes back there. I wonder how many nuclear bombs they could buy with a medium fried rice cost, he says. I don't know. I'm not going to be here long, by the way. I am going to go try get some sleep soon. I just thought I'd pop on for a little while and see what you're all doing. It's pretty rainy here. It's kind of crap. Really weird, as I say, because one second I feel really fine and then the next second I really don't. The thing that you got to look out for is the headache. The headache is the sign of danger. And I get pain in the head quite often. I'm getting pain in the head, but it's not a headache. Or if it is a headache, it's only in one part of the head where I have to concentrate on all of the head. You can tag along to Busan. I think it'd be wonderful there, but unfortunately, it's off my bucket list at the moment. Everything's off my bucket list at the moment. You didn't see any rude tourists recently in Japan. Were you hanging around the tourist areas, though? I don't think that you're the sort of person that hangs around the tourist areas that much. Well, yeah, I mean, I won't be online long. I want to be here for an awfully long time. But anyway. Danger, Will Robertson, danger. I get a pain in my head when I listen to you as well, Sapporo J. Yeah. He's trying to be a comedian. He's been a good supporter, Sapporo J. He was with me, not with me, but he was with me via the telephone and everything when I was originally in hospital. And originally got diagnosed and all that sort of stuff. So he's been a very good, ear and really good help with it all. And I think my housemate's home, so I'll let Bella down. As Victor has as well. For any Minecraft fans, it's like a creeper. I don't understand that. You finally went to the herb garden in Kobe. It's nice, isn't it? Real nice up there. Did you go during the day or the night? Which housemate is home? I think my housemate. Konnichiwa. He's got his headphones in, so I know which housemate it is. Yes. Speaking of Sapporo J, I'll go see my new housemate and say hello to him. And while I do, let's have a little intermission. Oh my god. Oh wow.
Welcome to Mars.
Wow. Oh my god. Wow.
Got those extra eggs this morning.
It's a bit. Oh, yeah.
So this is where we can go to put our feet in.
Ah, yes.
That's the Brook Natural Footpath. So we are there.
Where it says you are here.
Oh, okay, yeah. So the footpath, is right there. But anyways, we can walk right down into the middle of this. Now, there's a bridge that goes right into the middle of this. So we can do that. The service center. That's how Mark spells.
Even in the middle of nowhere, he takes a jab. So my eyes are bad. What's that thing on the top there? Is that like a little...
A monument thing.
A monument thing,
over
yeah.
There, they have them too.
Oh, yeah. You know what? That baby was crying. The father was left down there.
Hang on to the railing.
Slippery, slippery. Oh my god, slow, slow, slow. Slow, 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 slow.
일본은 차는 왼쪽이고 차는 오른쪽이네.
Oh my god, it's stunning. I've never in my life seen anything like this. I wonder if they sell the scratch and sniff stickers.
Could I use this? Hold, yeah, hold.
Oh my god, so slippery. Oh god, there is.
You gotta hold on to this.
There is like no traction.
Hey Russell, you gotta hold on to this.
Alright. We can. Oh. You okay? There. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hello. You're doing good. Oh my. Oh.
The worst day for
Oh my god. Oh.
that lady keeps falling in.
Do you see the one sliding with the baby? Yeah. It was like, oh.
She was got confidence.
She did have confidence, but then she lost it, and it was like, ah.
That lady. Russell's stuck.
This would be worth watching. Ladies and gentlemen.
No, you need to go on the other side. Too far, Carmen. You need to go on the other side. Russell's going up the down way.
Well, someone was blocking the upper way, so I had to overtake.
Wow. Oh my gosh, look at that. That is insane. Oh, Jason, thank you. That is crazy.
It's like an experience you don't have every day of your life. Like it's very, when you're here, it's different than on camera, I think. It's just
Yeah.
the smell, and it's massive. It's bigger than it looks on camera.
It is, it's huge. And it's weird with the snow and that on there, it looks like it's been quarried, but of course it hasn't.
No.
Oh my gosh. That is insane.
We're gonna soon walk right over top of the steam.
So I wonder how lethal this sulfur is to inhale.
Well, people come here all the time, nobody dies.
Till they get home.
In the wintertime, the contrast, because the heat, you see the steam more than in the summer.
In the summer, yeah.
Just hang on.
Yeah, slippery. Wow. Sliding away. It's fun. It looks great fun.
It's fun.
Oh my gosh.
Look at those rocks.
Oh,
Really cool.
it's amazingly cool. And there's a little splash of colour now and again. Good old Mother Nature.
Green.
Wow. Oh my. Hello, you're doing good. Careful, careful. Oh wow. It is just solid ice down here on the walkway, so that's why everyone's slipping around, doing their thing. But yeah, you got to be so careful, everybody. It wouldn't be the same without the path. The path just makes the picture.
feels awesome.
Oh, yeah, I understand. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end the filming here, but we will be back. We will be back when we get down there, hopefully. Yeah, the deer on the hill.
Like, it's so warm that the vegetation still grows in the winter.
I'm determined to do a piece on camera. Here we go. Oh my God, this is... Oh, this is so much fun.
It's like a ride.
It is.
Look at this. Wintertime.
Yeah, crazy. Oh my. Is that more like a moss?
Yeah, I think so. It must be like, but it wouldn't grow in the regular winter. It's
Oh,
just so
shit.
warm. It's like a.
Dude, oh my.
The water's like gray.
Forget about going to the gym, just come here every day.
It's like a apocalyptic
Yeah.
scene, like from a movie. Okay, we're okay now.
Oh my God. If I only got to Mars. I think there'll be a few less people going back in the car.
Or we have to get a hospital, like a. is Russell attempting it or no? No. No, I don't think so.
That was the greatest fun I've ever had. It was like no effort whatsoever. As long as your arm was hooked in the thing,
Yeah.
you were fine.
So here we are in the middle of it. Only the brave people make it out.
Wow. Oh, look at the steam.
Where the end here is a big hole with the steam coming out of it where we're going to go.
Oh. Stunning. Wow. Oh my God. Oh, I see. Dude, that's got to be like, and that's the only remaining bit of the baby. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we just came down this this walkway of death, and look at that! Look at that steam. Oh my! Oh, and it was a walkway of death, just like my brain scan you just saw. Then, oh my God, you're right, Ella. The camera. I always say this: the camera never captures it how it is in real life. In real life, that was extraordinary. And we were mentioning on the day. You would never see anything like that in Australia, even if it did like snow and that. You wouldn't see it because OC health and safety laws and rules and all this regulation would not allow you, certainly in Australia, to go down a path like that. That path, again, the camera doesn't show it, was so steep and so slippery. It was a hell of a lot of fun, but the legs certainly ached, especially going back up again afterwards. It was amazingly sunny. That was a funny joke, Mark. I didn't. Oh, what, with the baby? Thank you. I am a comedian. So yes, that was up in Hokkaido. Beautiful, absolutely stunningly beautiful, he says. Seems like so long ago as well. Crazy long ago. I did have... I broke my camera up there, remember? So I don't have any cameras anymore. So, after my operation, if I did ever plan again on going away, I don't have any cameras to film it with. So, bad luck. Got nothing to show you. Okay, what are you all up to? My vision's gone really, really blurry. When that video was on, I was feeling a bit... So I've had... while the video was on, I dosed up with Panadol and ibuprofen. So hopefully I'll come good in a second. But, yeah, what are you all up to? Any questions, concerns, comments? Do let me know. If you don't talk, I will head to bed soon because everything's got quite blurry, he says. Could be because of the coffee. Shouldn't have the coffee. That's what it could be. Maybe. Somebody talk. Or maybe nobody will talk. Maybe you've all gone. I don't know. Maybe you have. Maybe you haven't. We've got one member, Sam. Thank you very much, Sam. Wonderful. No update to the blog page. So yeah. What game shows are on tonight? None. Bed is calling soon, I think. When you mix ibuprofen and Panadol, you get better results. Yeah, well, that's what the neurosurgeon told me to do, to mix of both. He said never have just one or the other. Quite interesting, though, that we have paracetamol in Australia still, and everywhere in the world basically banning paracetamol. Yeah, Sam, sorry. Yeah, while the video was on, Sam already knew, so I'm not quite sure why he asked. Of course, I've seen a volcano erupt, Sam, because I've been to Sakajima in Kagoshima quite often, and that's a permanently erupting double volcano. So I've seen a volcano erupt many times, and if you want to see a volcano erupt safely, then go to Kagoshima when you're in Japan, because it's a permanently erupting double volcano. Doesn't matter what day you go, it will be erupting. It erupts every day, 24/7, round the clock. What camera did you break? The DJI Pocket camera, the really expensive camera. When we were at... Was it Lawson's? Remember when we were looking for somewhere to eat for lunch and we couldn't figure out a place? And then we stopped at the convenience store to get food. I dropped the camera there and it broke the camera. Which is really, really sad, because one thing I actually filmed on it that I really did want to show you, the footage was unusable. There's nothing I can do. I even looked at trying to get paid to get somebody to clear up the image, and it wouldn't work. And that was when I was in Tokyo, and I went out with Shoto for the day, because he took me to the most magnificent view of Mount Fuji in Tokyo. And the where he took me, because of the climate and the atmosphere and I don't know, whatever's going on with Mother Nature and the plants, the oils out of the plants, and there was a bunch of other stuff as well, it made Mount Fuji look really big. It was absolutely sensational. So yeah, filmed that and couldn't use the footage. But if you ever go to Tokyo and you're looking for the most magnificent view of Mount Fuji, I can't tell you where to go, because I don't know where it is. But it was magnificent. We got a chairlift up, and I hate chairlifts. And this chairlift went up the mountain, and you didn't have a safety bar or nothing on this chairlift. We went up this mountain, and then we walked and walked and walked and walked. It was really, really pretty. I had no idea where we were going. And you went past temples and upstairs and temples and food, and there was lots of food. And then we went around the corner and bang, Mount Fuji is directly in front of us. It was just stunning, absolutely stunning. Russell got freshly cooked chicken. Yes. There was a trip you lost. A hard drive of videos. Yes, that happened as well. I broke the hard drive. Yeah. I'll see if I can find the place. Hang on. Because I dare say a lot of you haven't been there, and you really should go there. Ah, here it is. Oh. Mount Takao. Write this down, everybody. This is where you need to go when you go to Tokyo. Takao. Takao. Mount Takao. You want to see Mount Fuji? No tourists. You get the chairlift up and the funicular coming down. Oh my God, it is stunning. What a day that is. So make sure you go there if you ever go to Tokyo. So Mount Takao. Takao. Mount Takao. Mount Takao. Well worth it. The best view ever of Fuji. We are both so good looking. Maybe you have an aneurysm. You need to go check that, because I think that's not true. For looking at you and Jason together, I would say there's two animal asses. I don't know. Yes, man, Takao is A1. Oh, you've been there. Yeah, it's terrific. And of course, I never knew what was there or where we were going, because every time I go to Tokyo, Shoto just has a new place to take me. So he just says, "Yeah, are you ready? Yes, I'm ready. All right, let's go." And he takes me somewhere, and it's just like always stunning. He should be a tour guide, seriously. I've never had a bad trip or day in Tokyo with Shoto. He just knows where to take people. And that mountain was, as I say, stunning. We had what are those things that they have on the grill that they cook and then they put in the soy? Those white bally things. Oh my God, they were so good. I'm the one with the bad eyesight. Yes, I am. Yes, but I can tell you, you and Sapporo J are like, if I met you for the first time, I'd assume both of you fell down a set of stairs face first. Let's just put it that way. No offense. My beautiful skin. Notice my hair's going red again. I actually have naturally red hair. Yeah. Interesting. Interesting indeed. I don't know if it is interesting. Yeah, sorry, a question before. Yes, just Japanese. I have living with 2 Japanese people, he says. At a spa that I can't use. Not allowed to use a spa either. Might sell the spa. Nobody's really used it for months and months and months. But I'm not allowed to use it anyway. All these things you're not allowed to. It's weird because most people don't know they have a brain aneurysm. And so you just go on with daily life until you either live or die from it, one or the other. But when they do find out you do have an aneurysm, there's all these things you can't do. You can't go in a spa. You can't go in too hot water. You can't lift anything. You can't push anything. You can't drink alcohol. Really, I shouldn't be going for the coffee at the moment. Yeah, no booze is just shit. You can't smoke, which I don't smoke anyway. You've got to go on a healthier diet, because basically anything that can change your blood pressure is that's basically everything. You can't even. I learned this one today as well. I learned something new every day that you can't do with an aneurysm. You can't sing with an aneurysm. Well, you're not supposed to sing with an aneurysm because singing can increase your blood pressure. No hot water? No. Well, I do have hot water in the shower, but not on the head as such. I could not live without a hot shower. Spas are a little bit different because they're hotter yet again, and there's pressure from the spa as well. So, yeah, I've if this goes bang before the 11 days are up and it wipes me out, it's not from me not trying, because the last few weeks I've really adjusted my life as best I can to cater it. You can't speak proper English, but that isn't due to the aneurysm. Well, as I say, I have it's correct English, by the way, not proper English. And I am having trouble with words, I'd say, over the past 2 weeks. And my landlord even noticed that as well. So I am actually having trouble speaking over the last couple of weeks, and it's getting worse. So, yeah. I have trouble thinking of words sometimes. Or slurring them. Or a guy from Frankston, yes. Shower at the sleeper train. I was thinking, my housemate was talking about Japan the other day, and new things that I would want to do in Japan if I ever went back to Japan. You know, I don't think there's anything. I think I'm actually running out of, not the love for Japan, but the need to go to Japan, because I can't think of many more new things to do. So if you know of any new things to do, let me know. But when I first started going to Japan, I had a real urge that I had to go back, had to go back. Even climbing Mount Fuji, it was an urge that I had to do it. And that's kind of gone now. You know, so still love the country, still want to go visit, but I'm like not obsessed in the brain that, I must go. And it's because I think I've done the whole 4 main islands anyway, many times, and I can't think of anything new that I want to do. I don't know. Yes, the sleeper train shower is extraordinary. It's just, I would buy a ticket just for that shower. Forget about the train. That shower is just extraordinary. It really is. Oh my God, it's so good. What a shame you only get 5 minutes though. No, I've been able to put words together before the 2 weeks quite easily, but no, now I have trouble finding words. That's a thing. I haven't done too bad today, but a couple of the words I've had to think about before I've said them to you. But like in normal life, I was in a coffee shop this morning, picking up an order, and the girl who I see quite often in there, we talk, and she said something, and I couldn't put words together. I couldn't put a sentence together, and I had to think so hard about the words. It was crazy. They are, but I'm totally ignoring them. He needs to watch a video verify his butchered English. My English is exceptional. Unlike yours, you Canadian man that speaks that very uneducated American crap. After the op, he will watch his old videos and fully understand the pain we have been in. Oh, no, I fully understand my videos are painful already. You don't need to tell me that. I mean, I haven't seen the whole country. There's plenty, as I say, I've only been to the 4 main islands, and there's more towns I dare say I would go to. But like, what I mean is like each town has a unique something in it, and I've done those unique things. So when I go to Japan now, if I go to Tokyo or Sapporo or Sendai or wherever, I'm not doing anything different to each one of those cities, whereas before I would, but now it's like, why do I even go to another city? Because whatever I'm going to do in Sapporo, I'm going to do in Tokyo, I'm going to do in Sendai. It's just all the same now. So I guess if I was ever to go back to Japan, that it would be maybe just to a single place, because and maybe for not as long either, because I'd just be hanging around. That's the thing. I'd just be hanging around. I'm very intelligent. Well, it will improve because I'm not doing YouTube anymore. I mean, I'm on here chatting to you tonight, but not really about Japan. I'm talking about my aneurysm, but I don't have any cameras to do any YouTube now. So even if I did travel, there's nothing I could do. His plates in the carpet these days. Look behind him. They're Bella's. They're Bella's plates. That's her food. I'm in a dark room. That sounds seedy, Sam. I'm in a dark room thinking about Sophie. I have my Tenga at hand, and I'm thinking of Sophie in the dark room. Oh, I shouldn't do that either, should I? No, they're plastic. They're the plates you gave me. They're the plastic plates. Yeah. I don't know what else to tell you, people. I've got nothing else to tell you, I don't think. I haven't watched anything, I haven't seen anything, I haven't done anything. I get up, I do a little bit of work, I come home, I'm really tired and fatigued, I lay down, I go to bed really early. Sapporo J knows that I'm up later than normal tonight. Life's pretty dull. I had Mum's dog for a while, but I've had to move Mum's dog on for a while I think about my health. But, yeah. You were thinking about Sophie. That's what he was thinking about. That's why the lights were off. Bullet Train, the movie, watched that. That was pretty ordinary. Sapporo J liked it. We had an argument about it. Kind of crap movie. Pretty good graphics. Yeah, nothing. What are you all up to? Any questions? Any conversations? Somebody start a conversation. Okay, yes, I was. Oh my God, Sam! Sam! Too much information, Sam! Oh my God! I have a battery for a camera. I just don't have a camera. So there you go. If anybody has an old camera they don't want, send it my way. I did actually look at cameras at JB Hi-Fi the other day. But yes, definitely out of the budget at the moment. What is up on Sunday? I'm going to try do a little bit of work. But it's going to be raining here. It's starting to rain a lot here now. And with this eye not working at the moment, with this eye not working and this up here at the moment, it may not be wise me driving around too much. Did you get a new car? Certainly did. Yes. A new car from Pauline on the channel here, Pauline. So got the car. Very good. It's very nice. It's got 4 wheels. Works good. You just got back from Japan. It was good. Where did you go? What did you do? I heard you just got back from Japan. Moxter was telling me. As Rimuru just got back from Japan. What ice cream flavour is in the freezer? None at the moment. For no other reason that I finished the ice cream in the freezer and I need to make some more. I have a Ninja Creamy. So if anybody can think of an ice cream flavour that I should do, let me know. I've been doing the frozen yogurt a bit with the Ninja Creamy, and it's really nice. The best thing in the Ninja Creamy, though, is literally a can of pineapple. That's it, nothing more. Just a can of pineapple makes, oh my God, the best sorbet you've ever tasted in the whole entire world. So cheap, so, amazing. Ninja Creamy. Well worth it. Yes, Pauline. So it was Pauline's old car. Pauline upgraded to a new car. Pumpkin. I've had potato ice cream before. Haven't tried pumpkin, but yeah, I could try pumpkin ice cream. I don't know if you were saying it as a joke, but even if you were, I think that'd be worth trying. I was going to do what flavor? Oh, Vegemite. I was going to make Vegemite ice cream. I think Vegemite ice cream might be interesting as well. I've been making licorice ice cream a lot. Chocolate milk. I tried the pre-made chocolate milk, Sam, but it was a bit the chocolate milk in Australia is more water based, so it was not creamying very good. Coconut juice. Not a big coconut juice fan, but I can give it a go. Maybe if I put something in with the coconut juice. No, I have had it. What have you had? Oh, pumpkin ice cream. Lavender ice cream. I don't mind a good lavender ice cream. Kobe is Kobe and Hokkaido, of course. Very popular lavender ice cream. So, yeah, lavender ice cream is okay. A lot of people don't like it because they say it tastes like soap. Just like a lot of people don't like coriander. I love coriander, but a lot of people say coriander tastes like soap, but I like coriander. Doesn't taste like soap to me. Maybe with chocolate bars. Yeah, I could do a Mars bar. Actually, I have a hot chocolate thing from Costco. I could maybe make some of that up. Farana Hokkaido, what's that? Milo ice cream. Milo ice cream would be a bomb. Oh my God. But Milo doesn't taste the same anymore. I don't know if you've tasted Milo of late. It doesn't taste the same. And Milo, you can get Milo all around the world, but maybe you don't know this. Australia has a different recipe for Milo to the rest of the world. So if you have Milo outside of Australia, it tastes shit. Kenzo White Pass, I stayed in Shinosaka in a Japanese-style hotel. I've stayed in Japanese-style hotels. They're great, aren't they? And did the Shinkansen trip to Okayama. Oh, nice. I was actually looking at the regional passes. Looking at them just to see, what you could do with them. Because, again, people complain that the JR pass is a waste of money. If you do a regional pass, it's, so cheap. Nothing wrong with soap. Yeah. Yes, especially where you go. Malteser ice cream. That'd be nice. Actually, fantails. I don't think they make fantails anymore, do they? Fantail ice cream would be nice. Farano is where the lavender is famous. I love lavender. Always love lavender. Lavender's very good for migraines. Sorry, my eyes are just going for a sec. They're very blurry. Oh my God. Let me just look down for the moment at something. I don't know. With the regional pass, you can ride the train. With the regional pass, you can ride the train. Of course you can, because it's a regional pass. I don't like red beans. Gross. Gross, gross, gross. You've ridden the Shinkansen before, though. It's always fun riding the Shinkansen. Trying to think what my favorite Shinkansen is. I think the one from Kagoshima is my favorite. Kagoshima to Hakata, because it's a different sort of Shinkansen. You had one a week ago and thought about me when you bought it. What? Lavender ice cream or one of those special massages? Knowing you, it'd be the latter. Yes, he says. It's funny how vision goes really blurry, doesn't it? It's very strange. What am I missing out here? The hotel had a free shuttle bus to and from. The hotel had a to and from where? The shuttle bus from where? Vegemite and chocolate ice cream. Yeah, I was thinking that, Sam. Or Vegemite and cheese ice cream, I think, would be very good. Where is your order? Did you order? Oh, your hotel had a shuttle bus from the station. Yeah, most of the hotels, a lot of the hotels have the shuttle bus, which I've discovered over my past couple of trips, which is pretty good. My last shuttle bus experience was from a hotel that I had to cheat the weight of my luggage, my hand luggage. So I went to the airport with nothing in my luggage, and they weighed it and tagged it. Then I caught the shuttle bus back to my hotel, filled up my suitcase, and went back to the airport with the shuttle bus. So you sent him an order and you didn't even know you sent him an order? A trifle ice cream. Sam, that's a good idea. One of my trifles. That's a good idea, that is. I like that idea. It's wonderful. That's the best idea you've come up with. And you thought of that while thinking about Sophie while sitting in a dark room. Oh my god. Let me see if I can find these. I want to show you this. You'll like this. So where Victor is, they have these little monorails. Look at them, these little train things. I know it's out of focus, but you get the hint. How cool are they? And you can catch them around the bay. They are just extra. Look at them. I know it's blurry, but you get the hint. So yeah, do check out Bhutan. Can I order you red bean? Can't you get long life red bean stuff? Well, I never ever bought anything. I've never bought anything at Book Off or Hard Off, ever. At all. I just like Hard Off because I think it's the most funniest name shop. I go to Hard Off and I look at some stuff in there and I go, oh yeah, that's pretty cool. But I've never actually bought anything there that I think. Toongabbie, yes. He lives in Toongabbie. Isn't there big flooding over there at the moment? Dapper is, Sapporo is so busy with orders he doesn't even know who he's sending them to. He's like Amazon now. He employs all these people and they just put all the orders together. Thousands of orders. Is Russell doing a hard off? I think you are, Sam, thinking of Sophie. Small parcel service mail, 8 to 12 weeks. Yes, that's right. Australia is closer to 8 weeks, though. Yes. Did you not? But the Michael Jackson MD at hard on. I did not buy the Michael Jackson MD at hard off. I should have because it was worth a lot more money, but I never bought it. It was one of the things I didn't buy because Sapporo J always complains I buy rubbish. His website suggested what? That it was 8 to 12 weeks. Yeah, postage is a pain. It's one of the things you can't help with the businesses. It's not the delay is the Australian side of things, I think. Going out of Japan, it's very quick. You know what Australia Post is like. It's kind of crap, he says. I did actually look at a camera at JB Hi-Fi. Can't afford it, but I'm not going away anyway. I have nothing to show you people. Ooh. I'm looking here for something to show you because I'm going to go to bed soon because I can't think of anything to show you or talk about. Nothing. Absolutely nothing at all. You think Canada has taken Sophie? Is that his name? Oh, Canada, the country. So what are you going to do, Sam? If Canada has taken Sophie, what's going to happen? I think to drown your sorrows, you need to go do a trip over to Hokkaido and meet up with Sapporo J and go train spotting with Sapporo J. I think that will get you past the Sophie stage. Is Bella asleep? Bella is asleep. She went for she hasn't been for a walk for quite a period of time, like weeks. But she went for a walk today. I took her down the stadium. So she's a bit tired. Well, I can go get her. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll go get her. And hello. Hello. How you going? Were you asleep? Hey, were you asleep? You stink. You smell like a mouse. You need a bath and you need your nails done. Big yawn. It's a big yawn. Hello. Hello. It was her birthday the other day. Her birthday was the other day. Wasn't it? You're getting old. Yes, you are. They're nice as well. We were live streaming last night on Sapporo J's channel. He was streaming, nobody joined him. So it was only him and I last night, and we were asking where all of you were, and none of you were around. But we were talking about candies last night, and we were comparing dates on the candies, and his candies were better than my candies because they had a longer sell-by date on them. Ain't that right, Bella? Oh my God, I love you. Yes, I do. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I feel impossible to find a companion girl. They wrote a song, Sam, about a girl that could be suitable for you. It was called Polyester Girl. The song was Polyester Girl, and you know, you can get inflatable girls now. You can get robotic ones, as such. Have you seen the robotic girls that you can get that are done by Elon Musk? Nothing like a bit of short circuitry going on there. We've got people here, Sam. They might be able to find you somebody special in life. He says, Sapporo J looks okay in a dress. Yeah. I don't know. Can anybody suggest where Sam can find his next Sophie? Do suggest. And he might turn the light on and stop sitting in the dark room. So, where can Sam find a companion girl? That's so creepy, only real. It is creepy. But, you know, I can't think. My sister's single. I'm sure we can come up with a financial agreement for that. Dating app, that's good. That's a good thought. Any particular dating app? Bumble? What dating app do you think Sam should be on? Mad Hatter is here. Speaking, there we go. We said if anybody knows of a woman for Sam, speak now, forever hold your peace. Bang, Mad Hatter's here. There we go. Boom. Bella is amazing. She is ever so good. And let's say she hasn't been for a walk for quite a few weeks now. So she's been very good. Grinder for Mark. No, I don't need dating apps. I have a reputation already as such, and tests to prove that I'm undiseased. AI is popular for companions. Yeah. No, just no. No, just no. Yes. People in their 20s, Sam is looking for. Okay. I don't know anybody for you, Sam. Maybe Rimmeroo is in Melbourne at the moment. Maybe he knows a couple of ladies. You could double date. You could go on a double date with him and a couple of the ladies. So maybe get in touch with Rimmeroo. You've gone crazy at 11 p.m. I don't know where to go with your conversation tonight, Sam. Sam's sitting in a dark room thinking of Sophie, going crazy at 11 p.m. I don't know. Is it 11 p.m. there already? Oh my God. What do you reckon, Bella? We're not far away from bed, are we? Hey? I think. As I get up and do work tomorrow. Again, I can only do a little bit at the moment. Which is kind of annoying. Yeah, Frankston absolutely would have a few. Sapporo J, Mad Hatter is going to be in Japan in a month. You're going to Sapporo, obviously. Are you going to Sapporo? Are you catching up with the Sapporo J Napa man? Are you catching up with him? I'm sure he would like to embrace you show you the sights. Oh, my eyes are gone again. Yes, what it would be, how good it would be to travel. Where should I go if I ever travelled again? Does anybody have an idea? Does anybody have an idea where I should go? Because I don't know. I don't know, but it's off the cards at this stage. Everything's off the cards. It's so boring lately. David! Oh my god, David, haven't seen you forever. How are you, David? Go to Melbourne. No. The only time I'd go to Melbourne again is when ABBA Voyage opens there, which will open next year, I think. ABBA Voyage. Very successful. R.I.P. to Michael Trito, who passed away the other day. You went past a high school and somebody said, "I watch your TikTok." Are you on TikTok, Sam? Go to Japan. Yeah, but where in Japan? Korea. Where in Korea? What have you been up to, David? I don't know. I'd be a bit nervous going to. I always get nervous thinking about going to a new country, so I don't know if I would go to Korea because it'd be a new country. And even though I know Victor there, I'm sure Victor would not be available. He would be available to meet, but not very often because he's very busy in Korea. But yeah, Taiwan. I've been to the airport in Taiwan. I'd like to go to Taiwan for some reason. I always wanted to. Busan, that would be nice. A all-girls school. You are hanging around an all-girls school? What's going on here, Sam? Go to Gangnam Style. Yeah, well, yeah. I didn't realize till I was watching the video about Busan before that. Yeah, that's a city. I never knew that. I didn't know that Gangnam was a city. So there we go. Could go there, and I could do the whole. Yeah, but at the moment, I can't go anywhere. Which sucks. I can't do anything at the moment. It sucks. Uzbekistan looks really good. It does. The Philippines. I've been invited to go to the Philippines a lot of times, and I've just never got there. I think you gotta have. You got to be careful where you go in the Philippines. I think there's some good places and there's some dodgy places. Yeah, I think you'd need a. I think I need like a. I got some friends in the Philippines. I think I'd need one of them to show me around the Philippines. Yeah, but the only trip I see me doing at the moment is the trip to the hospital. That's pretty boring. Bali, Bogan holiday. Never go to Bali. I would never. In fact, I took my housemate out. He was going to go to Bali. I talked him out of it. He's not going now. He cancelled. I would never go to Bali. I'd never go to America. I'd never go to India. And I'd never go to China. You don't know why, but you keep dreaming about a person riding a dinosaur. Riding in what way, Sam? Sri Lanka. Oh my god, I don't think I could handle Sri Lanka. I think it would just be too busy, too chaotic, yeah, I don't think I could do that. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, at the moment, I can't go anywhere. It's impossible. I'm not allowed to. Well, I am allowed to, but if I do, I'll most probably die. And Dad died getting off a plane, so I prefer not to die at this present point in time. It is fully aware in my head that at any point up until the time I had my operation, I could die. That's fully stuck in my head at the moment. So, at the moment, unfortunately, I can't go anywhere at all. At all. But who knows? Who knows what the future will hold? I just hope the next 11 days goes uneventful, and and then we'll see what happens with the operation, and we'll go from there. That's all I can do. But seriously, as I mentioned earlier in the stream, because we've got new people coming along, get checked, everybody. Get checked. Get a proper check. I've always been, that's, regardless of the health problems I've had in my life and that, I've always been somewhat in touch in some ways of my body and knowing that things are not right. And I've never taken luckily I've never taken a doctor's word for it. There's been a big media thing here over the past, I was on the radio the other day, in fact, because people here have been dying because the doctors have not been doing tests on people, and people are reluctant to stand up to the doctors and demand stuff. Well, luckily I did, because if I didn't demand stuff, I would at some point have died from this that's in my head. There's no question about it. I wouldn't have lived a full life. It would have gone bang and I would have died. So it was me hassling the doctors and not taking their word for it, and go and demanding and going, I demand this test. So make sure you all go get the test. Make sure you go get it. If you're in Australia, it's covered by Medicare. Just go get the test. It's like 5 minutes out of your life. A blood test will not pick it up, by the way, so don't go get a blood test. That's pretty useless. Well, no, get a blood test, but a blood test won't show an aneurysm. You've been watching too much Jurassic Park, the Pornhub version of Jurassic Park. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Yeah. I mean, I should have picked up on it a lot earlier, but I was trusting this doctor that I was going to and his misdiagnosis of sinus, and the crap he was spinning me for a long period of time, which is very bad. I shouldn't have done that. I won't do that again. You need to, and again, you may not even have any pain or anything, but something just doesn't feel right. You need to go get checked. That's what you need to do. Need to go get checked. So that, But it's quite amazing, isn't it, when you think, and again, you can't see it to the full size here because this is only a CT scan without dye. When I get the other scans, I'll show you it, and it's a lot bigger with the dyes and that. It just looks very small in this sort of picture. Well, it's not pretty small because it's in the brain. But it's hard to believe that they're going to operate on that through my finger. It's crazy, isn't it? That they're going to put things in my finger, up my arm, through my chest, wherever the thing's going to go, up into my brain, inside the brain, and they're going to find that. Like, how difficult would that be? How difficult? Like, you would... Because arteries and veins go all different directions. They get to an intersection, they go, do we go left, do we go right? Like, it's quite amazing when you think about it, how technology has gone. I haven't told anybody else my thing for Sophie. You've told all of us, Sam. And there's lots of us here, so you've told lots of us. Ah, you give me kisses. Ah, thank you very much. You going to eat your dinner? You going to eat your dinner? Oh, my pretty girl. Yeah, through the finger. Through the finger. this is the amazing thing. In the old days, they would cut your skull open, and so the recovery was a long period of time, and many complications could happen because they were allowing oxygen into the brain. But now, once they operate, if it's a success, it's an instant success. If it's a failure, it's an instant failure as well. But yeah, it's just amazing. Mark requested that he go up through the anus. No, Mark did not request that. I remember years ago when I was in hospital with one of the tumours that was going on. I didn't understand. I was pretty young at the time, and I didn't understand certain words they said, but I was always, in my brain, it was sort of like, always say yes. It means less needles. Always say yes. So they came in and they said, have you moved your bowels today, or something like that? And back then I had no idea what that meant. And I said no, actually. I didn't say yes, I said no. That's it. I always thought say no, because if you said yes, they would give you a needle. So I always said no. And they came in, they said, have you moved your bowels? I said no. They said, roll over on your side. So I rolled over on my side, and they did the whole enema thing. And it was a big surprise, may I say. I said a few choice words. You think her sister can tell? Her sister can tell what? I don't know. So anyway, what are you doing, Belle? You ready to go to bed? I think I'm ready to go to bed. Final drinks. Anyone want to say anything? Say it now, or forever hold your peace. Don't forget to check out the website. There's been no updates for a week or so. nipponpulse.org. Do check it out. Be greatly appreciated. Did you enjoy it? No, I didn't enjoy it at all. It was very surprisingly uncomfortable. And I assure you, it was the one and only time anything's ever gone there. I tell you that. Oh my God. He went back the next day. Every day I keep going back going, give me an enema, give me an enema. Check it. Anyway, I'm going to go to sleep. Why not? Check out the website, everybody. If you want the website to keep going for a little while, I'm thinking about canning it because it's really not that popular. Just like my YouTube channel, not popular. If you would like to see it keep going, then consider, everybody, a drink at the PayPal. That'd be greatly appreciated. Russell was extremely generous the other day. Thank you very much, Russell. And if anybody else wants to be extremely generous, feel free, especially during my time of need at the moment. Though I'm not needy, it's just I haven't been working. I'm working very little at the moment. So please consider buying a coffee for when I can have one. But apart from that, everybody, have a good night. 11 days to go until my operation. I'll most probably come on before then. If you don't hear from me in the next 11 days, you know that it's gone bang and I never got to the operation. If it goes successful, no doubt I'll be back on after the operation, just to let you know how it went. And once I get my other scans come through, my MRI and everything in colour, I'll come back on and show you the images, which will show the aneurysm big and better and all that sort of stuff. Good night to you all. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for having a chat. Wherever you are in this big, wide, wonderful world, have a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night, and we will see you again soon.